When it's snowing or cold outside, there's nothing like a big pot of French onion soup. Oh, dive into a bowl of this juicy, delicious French classic. Welcome back to the Cracked Mug. This soup is super simple to make. You just need some patience while you caramelize those onions. But I promise you, it will be worth it. So come on, let's get in the kitchen and make French onion soup. Into your heavy bottom saucepan or Dutch oven, add 3 tablespoons of butter, and we're just going to melt that, medium-high heat. Okay, I've turned the heat down to medium, and into that I'm going to add 4 large onions, which I have thinly sliced. It seems like an awful lot, but it's going to reduce. To that I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to mix this up as best I can. Put a lid on this for just 5 minutes, and then we'll come back to it. Okay, that was exactly 5 minutes, and I can see them beginning to sweat and beginning to shrink a little. So I'm just going to break them up, and now we're going to start the caramelization process. Now, all the time you spend here doing this is going to be evident in your finished soup. So take your time. The caramelization will take 45 to 60 minutes. Take your time. Now, if they are browning too quickly, turn the heat down. I'm barely at a medium here, but if they are browning too quickly, turn the heat down and take your time. Come over and stir the pot maybe every 5 minutes or so. And we're going to do this uncovered with the lid off. Otherwise, that's it. I'll see you back here shortly. Just want to show you, here we are at the 30-minute marker. It has reduced dramatically. Almost no color on these yet. So we're going to let these go for another 15 to 20 minutes. I'll stir every 5. In the meantime, I'm going to put on another saucepan with, that's what, 2 liters, that's 8 cups of beef broth. I don't need it boiling, but I do want it hot a little later down the road. So get that on while you're waiting. Here we are at 45 minutes. It has reduced further, and a lot of the liquid is leaving the bottom of the pan. It is in the next 10-15 minutes. I expect the magic to take place. So here we are, 60 minutes exactly into it. Look how much that has reduced. And I got some lovely brown bits at the bottom of the pot. It is slowly caramelizing right now. I'm going to continue this for just a few more minutes until I get it to just the right color. And I'll show you what that looks like. These are a beautiful caramelized color. Don't know if you can see that. Smells gorgeous. I'm happy with this. That was 1 hour and 6 minutes altogether. I have beautiful brown bits at the bottom of this pan. That's the sugar that has caramelized to the bottom. We are going to deglaze the pan now. So 1 cup, that's 240 milliliters of a dry white wine, like a Sauvignon Blanc or a Pinot Grigio. 1 tablespoon of a dry sherry. If you don't have dry sherry, no worries. Add a tablespoon of brandy or cognac. We're going to stir this up and deglaze the bottom of that pan and the sides. We want all that goodness in our soup. And just like that, the pan is deglazed. That took less than a minute. The smell is beautiful. To that, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour. Stir that in well. We're just going to cook this for a minute or 2, and it's going to thicken. Simmer for just another minute. That looks good. We have everything off the bottom, and it has thickened. So now, on the back burner, I have my beef stock, which has been heated up. It's nice and hot. So I'm going to stir that in, and I am over medium heat here. I'm going to throw in about 1/4 of it first and stir that in. And another 1/4. Clean anything off the side of your pot that you might have missed. And finally, the second half. To that, we're adding a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Stir well. Bring this back to a simmer and let it simmer for 10 minutes. That has been 10 minutes. My kitchen smells incredible. I'm going to turn the heat off. I'm going to taste this. Now is the time to adjust your seasoning if needed. I was too busy enjoying it. No, it needs nothing. No salt, no pepper. This is perfect. Taste yours, adjust if needed. If I was serving this family style and serving the whole pot now, I would actually just go ahead and put some nice French bread across the top and then some Gruyere cheese and stick it under the grill for about 2 or 3 minutes until it's melted and brown. But I am only by myself. So I am just going to do one bowl and I will put that under the broiler. I wish you could smell this. So on that, I'm just going to put 2 pieces and some Gruyere cheese. Now, if you were serving this, the entirety of it, you would need 150 grams of Gruyere. So go ahead and be generous. It's going to melt beautifully. There we go. Under the broiler, 1 to 2 minutes until melted and beginning to go golden brown. This smells amazing. Melted cheese, toasty bread. Let's eat. It smells incredible. And all that cheesy goodness. Oh my goodness. Here goes. Oh my God. This is why you take your time with onions. That deep sweetness, the savory broth, and that cheesy goodness on top. It's simple, classic, and it always works. These caramelized onions just melt away in your mouth. If you've never made French onion soup before, this is absolutely the one to try. It just takes a little patience, and the reward is huge.
Kindly help this guy out by liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. It really helps, and I'd be so grateful for the support.
That tastes like everything should on a cold, snowy day. Every minute spent at that stove was worthwhile. You can make this in advance, freeze up the soup itself, and then when you need it, take it out, thaw it out, and then top it with some bread and some cheese. And voila, it's ready for you anytime. I am definitely going to have 2 bowls of this. It's going to be my dinner, and that's it. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. And until next time, mind yourself. Bye.